Hey everybody, Mike Chamberlain here. Welcome back to the channel. So for those of you that are new to the channel and you're wondering, why does a guy that owns a Kenworth call himself Peterbilt Mike? Well, let me tell you, this is the reason why I'm Peterbilt Mike. That's right, I sell Peterbilts for a living. The best brand on the face of the earth, in my opinion. But I just had these two new ones arrive and they are absolutely popping. And it's actually going to be a busy couple of days. I just got notification this morning that I've got 9 trucks en route. So you know what? We're going to get them undecked, get them in the shop, because the customers have been waiting for them with all the parts backlog. Yeah, we got to get to work. There's lots to do and more coming, and it's absolutely fantastic. So anyways, guys, this is why I'm Peterbilt Mike C, the #1 Peterbilt ambassador for all of YouTube, maybe even the internet. Could be even the world, maybe not the world, but definitely the internet. So anyways, guys, this is a 367 high hood. I custom ordered for a customer of mine out of Jaffrey, BC, Al Williams. We've got the traditional 4-round air horns, bullet marker lights. It is getting a drop visor, so she looks a little bit like an ugly duckling right now with that. With the high hood, it looks absolutely fantastic with this grille surround. We've got the big boots, 4 1/4 Michelins. Now this is really cool. Actually, you can see, I don't know if you can see this in the camera, if it'll show up, but the metallic in this paint, this emerald green. And we've got the old school air breather intakes. We've got the moto mirrors, and I love those traditional style moto mirrors because they look like an old school West Coast mirror, which I absolutely love. We've got old school air breather, old school exhaust rods, 60-inch straight miter cuts, although that one appears to have turned because it's pointing the wrong way. But you know what? That's why it's going to get PDI. This is a new large depth tank, or pardon me, is this a large depth tank? I can't remember. I think it is the large depth tank. It is a large depth tank. So talked about the depth tank in previous videos. They've got a new larger capacity. This is our body connections back of cab. I like to order this because we put cab guards on the truck where we need signals and markers, and this box has all your signals, markers, and all that good stuff. Got the Meritor driveline in this with Meritor rear diffs. Now this one, I also spec'd it with disc brakes. And the one thing I really like about disc brakes is look at how high that pot is. And something that we can do too, so that if you're really in some tough stuff and you want to drag this thing through the mud, look at how your clearance is. But something else we can do is we can turn this pot 180 degrees, so your air fittings come out on the back side, and then your air lines are completely protected. So this is the 78,000 pound New Way. So of course you've got the big 12-inch bag that has the gussets. You can see the inside gusset right there. And there's of course your big inner axle. Now this is one thing that I really like about the Meritor driveline is the big yoke. Now some would say that the bigger yoke gives you more centrifugal force, so a tighter yoke is better, but what I like about the big yoke is there's more clearance, especially if you've got a high articulating suspension like AirTrack is, where you know your diffs are really moving up and down. Those big yokes are fantastic because you're going to have more clearance, so you don't have a bottoming out issue of your yoke on yoke. I guess the yoke's on you. I don't know, cheesy joke. But yeah, so that's one thing that I really like about that Meritor driveline. And you know, they're maintenance free, no service, there's no grease fittings on them, and they've been doing a great job, I gotta say. So Bridgestone L320s, 11R24.5. Now this truck is getting a quad logger rig out, so I did not put a rear cross member in it because it will be getting a drop hitch. And yeah, that's Al Williams' new 367. Now this bad boy, this is one of 2. The other one is actually still waiting on parts, which really stinks because I ordered them both at the same time. They're one serial number apart. They're identical except for the color. We've got one white, one black, and the black one's waiting on an ABS module. This one got the module. The other one got the booby prize, so it's waiting. But it's kind of a stinker, but at least we got one. So this is for Chrome Trucking. Chrome Trucking's new 389 long hood heavy spec. I believe on this one I've got the 13.2 front steer axle. We are 11R24 5s. We've got oh yeah, the premium 15-inch air breathers, traditional moto mirrors, 78-inch sleeper. The 78-inch bunk has become real popular with our new length laws. Of course, it will be getting a drop visor because, let's face it, anyone with a company name like Chrome Trucking, it's got to have some chrome, baby. It's got to have some chrome. And oh yes, it's here and it's getting chrome. Maybe even some straight pipes, but we'll have to see how that goes. Got the big 150-gallon fuel tank on the driver's side. Stretch the wheelbase out just a little bit more, so we've got room for pump brackets, for fluid hauling. Now on this one I got the Michelin XDS2 11R24 5s. Got the long slider on it. We did have problems from the factory getting Holland slides, so this one has, which slide is this one now? Yeah, it's got the Fontaine on it, so couldn't get the Hollands anymore, so we had to get a Fontaine. And yeah, looks pretty awesome. And this is another thing I really like. I love the steps on the tank. So this one, being that it's going to have a wet kit on it, we've got a 100-gallon fuel tank and we've got a hydraulic tank. So we've got well, minimum usable is 35 gallons. So because it's a hauling fluid, we've got a 35-gallon hydraulic reservoir, and it's really nice that it's all tucked up under here, although it's going to be a bit of a bugger to fill it. But the nice thing is once it's full, it's protected. And here, you know what? Fueling up every day is a piece of cake at the back. We've got room to climb up with our grab handles. Really nice setup. We've got a bunk heater, and this is your fuel supply for your bunk heater. And the other thing I like about having your hydraulic tank on the driver's side like this on the front is because, and this is kind of handy because we can look, and we got our def tank here. Look at how the packaging is. Now I know I'm kind of bouncing around here, but that's really nice. You know, it's nice and tight, but with a nice gap so you can still get your hand in there to wash, so that rocks don't get stuck in there. But yeah, so there's your hydraulic reservoir. You're just going to crawl underneath. There is your transmission inspection hole. That's where your PTO will go. I guess it's not really well, I guess your inspection hole is there, but I'm talking about your transmission PTO plate. So we've got that there. So that's where your PTO is going to be, which means your pump is going to be right there. And there is your bungs for your hydraulic tank. So when you're plumbing this bad boy, you know, you've only got to go from there to about here to plumb it. So it's really, really nice. You know, you can run your hydraulic line up and over your exhaust if you want. I mean, well, no, you definitely want to go up. So you'd want to go up and over and then to your pump. So, but yeah, so that's why I do that. I mean, it does work at the back, but then you're going to have longer hydraulic hoses and on and on and on. And you know what, at the end of the day, if we can make things just a little bit easier for the rig out guys, make things a little bit neater, you know, that's part of my job to try and think of these things when you guys are ordering your truck to make it better for you. But most of the time we get it right. Sometimes we screw up. I know sometimes I screw up, but we try to limit that to we try to limit as much as possible. But yeah, so anyways, this is the underbelly of Chrome Trucking's truck. Just looks fantastic. And this is kind of nice too, the way the def tank on the new def tanks, they've got these little guards, which is really good because especially on loggers you can have rocks flying and all the rest of it. And like I've said in other videos, we've actually designed our own custom made steel bracket. We haven't actually tried one yet, so that I think we'll probably be doing in the next week and see how they work, because you know what, it's probably going to be needed, or at least be beneficial to help protect against flying rocks, because you know what, in gravel roads the rocks are flying. So but yeah, it's a great view under here. there's your 1-box DPF. Gives you a great view of how the plumbing goes. You've got your single pipe that comes out, comes around and wise off to your pipes on the left and right side. So that way you have steam coming out both of them. I'm not going to say smoke because you really don't have any smoke anymore, but steam, chemtrails, whatever you want to call it. It's going to come out both stacks, baby. So so yeah, when it gets on the ground, we'll take a look on the inside, but maybe I can see right now. You know what, I'm gonna leave it. It's too hard to get up there, but yeah, Durabrite wheels. Gotta love your Durabrite wheels. And this one being, now this is something interesting. If you're buying hubcaps and you need to know, because they'll probably ask you the parts count, they'll say, are they 4-notch or 5-notch? Well, if you've got a 13 or 14,000 pound front axle, you're gonna have 5-notch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you have a 20,000 pound axle, you're gonna have 4-notch. So if you've got a heavy spec truck, you need 4-notch hubcaps. And if you got a lighter spec truck, you need 5. But if you didn't know, now you know. And anyways, guys, thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. Please subscribe. And yeah, there's going to be some more great content from Peterbilt Mike. And I promise to have another upload of Kenny and lots of exciting news on that. And yeah, this is why they call me Peterbilt Mike. Thanks, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.